book and wax friends. I'm Amber. If you're new, welcome. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning. Today's video is my November haul. So a bunch of books that I did get in, including subscription, special edition boxes. So let's jump into it. The first book I got is called Town of Shadows by Jessica Scarlett. This is on my 5-star predictions for the fourth quarter. If you haven't watched that video, I'll link it at the end for you. And this is a historical fantasy. Takes place in Victorian England, I know. And it says, in Victorian London, magic earns you a noose. 18-year-old Dorothy St. James can't control her magic. To avoid arrest, she locks herself at home and buries her nose in her experiments. But a kidnapper called the Rook is on the loose, and his victims keep turning up insane. When Dorothy's father is taken, she must exchange her beakers for bravery and find the Rook's trail. And then Ashley Gardner unabashedly cases illusions, using his charm to flip between the upper tongue and the magical underbelly below. When Dorothy accuses him of knowing the masked hero's identity, he flatly denies it until the clever beauty intercepts a communique he desperately needs. They strike a bargain. She'll give him the message in exchange for 3 clues to point her in the right direction. But Ashley won't make them easy. In fact, he'll make them impossible because he has his own dangerous reasons for keeping Dorothy away. And Ashley always gets what he wants. So I know the second book is coming out at the beginning of next year. I've heard such great things about this. This is a clean fantasy. At least I'm pretty sure this author writes clean books, and so I'm excited to get to it. Plus, that cover is just so neat. And if it doesn't feel November-y, it does feel November-y. I don't know if I'm actually going to get to it in November. I might have to save it for January, because my December is all going to be about holiday reads, which leads me into the next 2 books I have. They are novellas. The first one is A Holiday by Gaslight, a Victorian Christmas novella by Mimi Matthews. I just love the cover on this one, and so I couldn't resist it to add to my Christmas books. So this says, A Courtship of Convenience. Sophie Apperset is quite willing to marry outside of her class to ensure the survival of her family, but the darkly handsome Mr. Edward Sharp is no run-of-the-mill London merchant. He's grim and silent, a man of little emotion, or perhaps no emotion at all. After 2 months of courtship, she's ready to put an end to things. A last chance for love, but severing ties with her taciturn beau isn't as straightforward as Sophie envisioned. Her parents are outraged, and then there's Charles Darwin, Prince Albert, and that dratted Gaslight. What's a girl to do except invite Mr. Sharp to Apperset House for Christmas and give him one last chance to win her? Only this time there'll be no false formality. This time they'll get to know each other for who they really are. So, sounds fun. I haven't actually ever read a book by Mimi Matthews, although I've had books by her on my TBR in the past. I never got around to reading any of them, but I'm looking forward to that one. Okay, the next is a holiday fantasy. It's called 12 Days of Fairy Christmas by C.J. Brightly. And the synopsis is a very short one, is when Charlotte meets mysterious Roman, her comfortable life is upended in a confusion of magic, monsters, and birds. Lots of birds. But Roman's increasingly ridiculous gifts are the least of her concerns. The spell connecting them is ticking like a bomb, and time is running out. So that sounded fun. I heard that it has a lot of chaos in regards to the fairy. I think he's a prince, is giving her actual gifts from the 12 Days of Christmas type of thing. So it seems like it'll be fun for sure. Okay, moving on to book boxes. I have Owlcrate. I have an Owlcrate, 2 Owlcrates that are just purchased regularly, and then one that is like I said, from my subscriptions, and then 2 Fairyloot to share. So let's get to it. So this first one, I think was a book from September or maybe even August, but it had been delayed. They said it would be later than they originally thought it would be. And so I just got it in November. And that is The Sleepless by Jen Williams. I did already open this just to see. And the back says, when I look at you, I see the one person whom I understand what it is to be like me. This is a YA fantasy, I'm pretty sure. And there is these sprayed edges. And I know I've said in the past, I don't know if I'm going to keep Owlcrate as far as subscription boxes go. I just really haven't been super happy with them lately in regards to their designs like this. I like the original cover best, honestly. If I remember, I'll put a picture of the original cover. But I don't know. But here's the inside of the dust jacket, which does look cool. This looks cool. And again, hopefully I'm getting it all for you guys. And then the naked hardcover says, welcome home, poison child. And the spine, so pretty foiling. In this moment, in this place, you are safe. And then let's look at the end papers. There's the end papers. And the other side. So those are pretty neat artwork. I don't know. I hesitate to get rid of my Owlcrate subscriptions. There is the signature from the author, just because some of them then end up being some of my favorites, like the Forgery of Fate. That is still one of my favorite subscription special editions from this past year. So I don't know. It might be better though to just get rid of the subscription, and then a lot of times the books will be available for regular purchase after everyone's purchased. So I might just do that. I don't know. It's okay, but I don't know. It's not my favorite. Anyway, so that is The Sleepless. Okay, these next 2 are Owlcrate as well, but these are one, as I said, I bought just in their shop, and they weren't subscriptions. So this first one, I know I said I was not going to get this version of this book last month when I shared my haul, but I couldn't resist. Stephanie Garber is one of my favorite authors, and so I did get the Owlcrate version of Alchemy of Secrets. Even if it wasn't a 5-star book for me, it was close. I rated it 4.5. Spoilers if you haven't watched my wrap-up for October. I did read it in October as soon as I got the book, and I rated it 4.5 stars. So it was close, and I just felt like I needed to have all the editions. So this is the Owlcrate. It is really pretty. Art Deco. It's so pretty. See, I like this. I like this a lot. And then there's the sprayed edges. Again, Art Deco vibes. There we go. And let's look at the inside. Let's see if there is there is the reversible dust jacket. Look at that. And again, hopefully I'm showing everything. So neat. Old Hollywood vibes for sure. Love that. And then, ooh, see, this is really pretty. So look at that naked hardcover, all that foiling. It says wet is magic if not something to make you believe and feel and wonder? The spine. And then on the back, it does have a different quote. One thing can be coincidence, but when you have multiple things that all add up, it's a story. So let's look at the end papers. Oh, I just noticed it's damaged a little, dang it. I might have to contact them about that. If I'm gonna spend money on it, I want it to be in great condition. Foiled end papers, so no artwork on the end papers, but yeah, I think I'm going to have to do that because that is, yeah. If I'm going to spend the money, I want my book to look as good as it possibly can. So anyway, so this is super pretty. I am happy that I got it. Did I read the back? I don't think I said. What is life but a game? Everyone you meet is an opponent or an ally, or sometimes a clue. So this takes place in contemporary times about a girl named Holland St. James. She is a grad student. I think she's a grad student. And she works for a lady called the Professor. And she originally took a class that is kind of like a hidden class. You just kind of have to find out about it. That's called Folklore 517. And come to find out, magic is real. And so Holland ends up finding out she is going to die in just 48 hours unless she can find something called the alchemical heart. And there is also a mystery surrounding her parents too. So it has all those old Hollywood vibes and mystery, and feels Alice in Wonderlandish in that you fall down this rabbit hole and you don't know what's up and what's down. So I do highly recommend this book. Just go into knowing it. It's not romantic like her other two series, Once Upon a Broken Heart and her Caraval series. It's not romance heavy like those. There is a tiny bit of romance, but it's not. So don't go into it expecting that at all. So it's a mystery mainly, really mixed up, don't know who to trust type of mystery. So anyway, yeah, that's a beautiful edition. And I will have to contact them about seeing if I can get a different version since that one is damaged. Okay, the next one is also a special edition from Owlcrate. When I saw this version, I had to get it. It is Wild Reverence by Rebecca Ross. And it's so pretty. I thought this version was so pretty. And it comes with the sleeve that protects the actual book. So it says on the sleeve, it has, oh darn my, let me see if I can turn the ring light off. It's just kind of dark, so I don't want to, isn't that pretty? So this says, I missed you as if a part of me had been torn. I would have done anything to follow you. And then on the back it says, I am on an underling, but I am also skyward. I cannot claim one over the other. And I am the worst thing that has ever happened to the gods. So, okay, let me see if I can open it and look at the actual book. I forgot to take, or at least get that plastic wrap off. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get this plastic wrap off so you don't have to watch me struggle for a few minutes. All right, I got the plastic wrap off. So there's that, and this might be better. I'm gonna turn my ring light back on. Oop, yeah. Oops. Yeah, I'm getting it. I promise. I'm just trying to get it. Yeah, no. There we go. Okay. There we go. And it does have foiling, so that's really pretty. And then let's look at, oh, that's so pretty. So look at that. Yes. So it has foiling, and then it has some details that are matte, and then some details that have some glossy looks to them. And then the back says, Matilda's magic was about to rewrite all the old myths. Look at how pretty that is. And then the sprayed edge. Look at that, so pretty. And then there is designs on the top and the bottom too. Let's see if there is a, there is, it's a reversible dust jacket. Let me look at it. I didn't even look at it. Okay. That is so pretty. So it looks like there's dragons. Dragon. Very cool. And then, oh, pretty. The colors on that are pretty. Look at that. So it says, a name shapes a divine as much as the stars do. And then on the back it says, movement was destined to be my armor. And look at that. There is some foiling as well. Pretty. And then, wah! Pretty, so pretty. And let me see, I think there is, yeah, there is a letter and Rebecca Ross's signature. So nice. And then I do always have to see, oh wow, this is cool. There's like a little index with all different characters. I do love that. No map though. So pretty, so pretty. So this is a prequel of sorts to the Divine Rivals duology, the Letters of Enchantment duology, which I did really enjoy that duology. And so when I saw the special edition, I was like, I wanted to read the book anyway, and I was like, of all the editions, I think I'm going to get this one. So this is said to be, in regards to the synopsis, born in the fire-lit domain of the Underrealm, Matilda is the youngest goddess of her clan. Blessed with humble messenger magic, she uses to curry words and letters through the realms, but the gods will kill her power, and Matilda holds a secret she must hide from even her dearest allies. So she falls in love with a mortal. Sorry, I'm not going to try to read any more of that. I forgot my glasses, of course. But I know she falls in love with a mortal, and it's their story. But it looks epic as well. So I think it's so pretty. So pretty. And I love that it comes with a little protective case too. So I'm going to put this back in. Let's move on now. Well, I'll put that back in later. I don't want to ruin it. Okay, to my Fairyloot. So this is the adult and the young adult. Let's look at this. I'm so excited. Oh, so excited. This is my favorite version. As I was just saying, this is my favorite version. I've seen pictures. I'm so excited. Alchemy of Secrets, as I said. I'm collecting a lot of them. I didn't get the US version. I don't like that version. But, so I have 3 versions. So Alchemy of Secrets by Stephanie Garber. This is the Fairyloot. It says on the back, magic is real if you know where to look. And talk about Art Deco vibes. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. So that says the Regal Hotel. Oh, I love it. It is just stunning, so stunning. Oh my goodness. And then you do get a little card. I did just give you a synopsis, so honestly, I don't really need to give you another synopsis, but I will show you the rest of this. So there is the regular cover. This is the regular UK, but slightly different colors. So, but that's what the regular UK cover looks like. And then look at this. Gorgeous, so gorgeous. Seriously. Oh my gosh. It is just beautiful. Oh my gosh. And then characters. This is Holland. I'm not going to say who the other person is. And Holland again. And what's this? Another different guy? So, anyway. Let me see if there's anything inside. No, just a letter from Stephanie, but I don't see any sort of like signature or anything. But, oh, you guys, this is just so beautiful. This, I think, is one of my absolute favorites I've gotten this year. As far as the look of a book goes, it's just so, so beautiful. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that's that one. And then now my young adult book. And I have seen spoilers of this one too, but I haven't unwrapped it myself. This is, here's the little card synopsis. So this is Thorn Season by Kira Azar. I'm not sure how to say her last name, but let me open this so we can get to it. This one looks so pretty too from pictures I've seen. Okay, look at that. So pretty. I was tempted to buy this book. I didn't really like the cover of the original book, but the sprayed edge version, I was tempted to get it because I love the sprayed edges. But with this one, I think I'll hold off and see if it ends up being an all-time favorite. And then if it is, I will get multiple copies. But otherwise, I'm happy with just this copy. So pretty. Look at that. Okay. And then, oh, gorgeous, you guys. Oh my gosh. So here's this is the UK again, cover, dust jacket, just different colors. I think the original is like a dark blue or like a royal blue with the rose. And, but this one is different than the US even. And then look at this. So pretty. The spine, gorgeous. And a compass on the back. Again, all foiling. It looks like there might be a love triangle in this story. And again, foiled. Oh, pretty. Look at this. Gorgeous. So pretty. And then the synopsis is, in a kingdom where those who wield secret and deadly magic are executed or risk execution, Alyssa must conceal her powers to survive. Amidst a court of hidden agendas and dangerous allies, she must become sharper than the thorns that surround her. So that sounds really good. So I wonder if her magic has to do with flowers then. That will be interesting to see. This feels like a spring book to me, though. I don't know, just because of all the flowers, but it's so pretty. So that is it, you guys. That is my haul for this month. And yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy with most of them. Especially, which one is your favorite from what I showed? This definitely is my favorite. It's so pretty, you guys. Oh my gosh. My mother was when she was alive, she was an antique dealer, and Art Deco was some of the designs that she loved the most. Art Deco and Art Nouveau. I'm partial to Art Nouveau over Art Deco, but I do still really like Art Deco too. So this really appeals to me. I love it. It's so beautiful. So, but the Owlcrate version is really pretty too. I'm happy with that one as well. And yeah, you guys, so that's it. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. Please like and subscribe if you haven't yet for more book and home fragrance content, because I do post about both. And until next time, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care. TTFN. Ta-ta for now.